What's up? So it's Wednesday, a little late in the week, a little late start for me to be doing an intro right now. I've had a lot going on. So this week, we have our big number is the thermo exam. That's our big academic number. Had a quiz. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. Had a quiz on Monday, got the exam on Friday. It's a lot. But we're doing good. We're doing good academically, but that's not what this is about. So, hitting another 30-mile week this week. Shooting for 5 days in the gym. We will see if we get it. We're 2 for 2 so far. And we're only 8 miles in. So today is a bit of a catch-up day. I only did 4 on Monday just because that's what the folks I was doing, or what the folks I was with were doing. It's what I decided to do. So, and then only did 4 yesterday because of the same reason. It was workout, but still only did 4. So today is catch-up. So we're going to do 6. And then tomorrow tomorrow's another speed day. I'm going to try and get 7 in tomorrow. It's going to be a longer speed day. I think I'm going to do some mile repeats. So that's kind of game plan. That's what we're working with. Things of note for this week. My left knee has been threatening to act up so far. Hasn't done it yet. We were going to go to South Farm today, but opted not to, or I opted against it because it's got some hills, and I really want to avoid my knee hurting badly, and downhills affect that. So hopefully this is the move. So yeah, we're just going to keep an eye on that. Hit some injury prevention tomorrow. Hopefully we will be straight. And yeah, that's really the big number. We're gonna have a longer long run just because I did miss a couple miles on the first 2 days, so it's probably gonna be more like 9 miles this week. But honestly, okay with that. Kind of excited for it. We will see. Yeah, another week in the life. Let's go get it. Probably. We're kind of back on a regular schedule now, I would say, so that's good. Probably didn't get a whole lot of footage this week. I've not been in, I don't know, it's hard for me to get myself to carry my phone. It's not hard to get myself to take video while I have my phone. It's hard for me to carry my phone with me on a run. I just don't want to sometimes. Whatever. So, main happenings this week, only 26 miles, unfortunately. And that's pretty much going to just lead me straight into what I want to talk about. Because, I don't know. So, yeah, this week, huge moments for me throughout this week. A lot of which is just having to reorient where I'm putting my identity. And I feel like I've heard that a couple different places this week. I heard it today in church. I cannot remember the exact context. I've got my notebook right here. If I can keep talking while I look for it, maybe I can see it. But I've just been struggling with where I'm placing it. So if I did hear it in church this morning, it was not significant enough for me to write down. But that doesn't matter. So yeah, my big thing has been struggling with just putting identity in the right place, because obviously as Christians we're supposed to put it in Jesus, and I can convince myself that I have put it in Jesus, but then I don't live that way, And the main reason I've been struggling with that is because starting Wednesday, my left knee, if you can see it, it doesn't matter. My left knee has really been bothering me, and it's been a muscular thing, and I've really been trying to figure out what it is. I had to take the day off Thursday, so I didn't do a workout. I didn't hit legs. I didn't do anything on Thursday as far as fitness goes, and I just felt kind of worthless. You know, I felt unproductive. Just, it was a real, like, I did not feel good about myself that day. I didn't feel good about what I had accomplished because I felt like it was nothing. I felt like I hadn't done anything, which I didn't do a whole lot, but still, like, I felt, I was not happy with myself. And I was injured. Like, it's still hurting today. And I ran 9 miles yesterday and I ran 3 miles today. Probably shouldn't have done. But to talk about that, like, I think I've done a really good job lately of not putting my identity in fitness and in running and in going to the gym. But what that day taught me is that I've just shifted it a little bit. Like, I've been super grateful to the Lord for those things, right? But I'm still putting my identity in being productive, in doing something, you know, and that's what my identity is in. It's like, if I'm not productive today, I'm worthless, you know. That's dramatic. That's very dramatic, but you get what I'm saying. That's not actually how it is. I don't hate myself. But, you know, that was just a wake-up call for me. So just, you know, check yourself, probably. Just check yourself. Because, you know, that was a very light life checkup as far as I'm concerned, as far as what I've experienced. You know, that was not that much, but it was still a call of like, hey, you need to check yourself a little bit. But yeah, so that's that. To talk about the injury, though, I think it is just, let me grab them real quick. Okay, so I actually just did some research on these. It's like I just ordered a new pair. So these shoes I'm not going to buy new shoes yet. These still probably have a little while. I got to go back home in a little while. I'm probably just going to deal with that then. I don't know. I'll get them eventually. Who cares? These shoes probably have a good 60-ish miles left in them. So I do need to get a new pair soon, but it's not the shoes. It is the insoles. I think I have high arches, I believe, and so I need insoles. You can just look at these suckers. They are torn up. They're torn up. I've had them in shoes since July. I ran the marathon in these insoles. I trained for the marathon in these insoles. I just did some research. They are only supposed to have about 500 miles on them, or 6 months. They have been in my shoes for, what is that, since late July. That's like 8+ months. And I've run well over 700 miles on them. So little bit overkill. So that's definitely what it is. And I did some looking into it. Pretty much, I think my left foot, not that you care, my left foot is pronating a little bit. So I guess if this is my foot, it's kind of going that way because the arch of that insert is worn down and it's causing stress on the inside of my knee and the muscles. And so the teardrop muscle, kind of like, if I can stand up real quick, kind of like right there on the knee, is getting some strain, and that's going into the knee as well. So just some imbalance there. So we're just gonna keep an eye on it. Like I said, I just ordered a new pair of inserts, so they will be in by the end of the week, hopefully. And then all will be hunky-dory, I would really hope. So just gonna need to keep an eye on it. Again, I'm supposed to run in the morning. If it really hurts, I don't need to put a ton of strain on it because I'm not training for anything right now. There's no need for me to get injured. That's just something that I also have to grapple with because, again, I try and be productive all the time, and if I can't run and go to the gym, I feel like I can't be productive. So anyways, there's the weekly update. Thanks for making it this far and listening to me yap. Hope you've enjoyed. We've got another normal week coming up next week, so get ready for that, man. It's going to be exciting. All right. Yeah. Have a good one. Pray and read the Bible and stuff. God bless. I'll see you next week.